Ubud is such a spiritual and serene place with beautiful mountains, rice fields, and a yoga center. Today, I'm going to take you to a place which is a resort but hidden in jungle. It is designed by the legend himself, John.
Come on, man. I don't need to keep going on about
Welcome to
that.
another episode of The Legends of Landscape.
The Hanging Gardens of Bali sits gently along the rolling hills of Ubud. Built into the natural slope of a deep tropical valley, the land drops layer by layer and the architecture follows it beautifully. Instead of changing the landscape, the resort adapts to it. Every level reveals something new: a private villa, a quiet pathway, a hidden garden, or a breathtaking viewpoint. Thick tropical jungle surrounds the property, naturally camouflaging each room within the greenery. From your villa, you look out over endless layers of forest and the Ayung River flowing far below with the gentle sound of the river. The ambience is absolutely calm and serene. Each room is carefully positioned to offer the best possible view and experience. The design follows feng shui principles, creating balance and harmony with water, earth, and energy flow. The iconic two-tier infinity pool appears to float above the jungle, blending seamlessly with the landscape. As you swim, it feels like you're suspended between the forest and the sky, completely immersed in nature, yet wrapped in comfort and serenity. Discover the Hanging Gardens of Bali in this episode of Legends of Landscape.
John, this place is heavenly. It's right in the middle of a jungle. When I was in the reception, I read about this place and it said the foundation, which was made out of concrete and natural stones, have made the structure possible structurally. And I also read that a lot of investment happened in building these concrete structures to stabilize the contours of the land. I want to know how this was done. It's definitely an architectural feat.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, looking at it now, it has the feeling of pavilions floating in the tropical jungle. But it was a huge challenge because, when they built the pavilions or the villas, they had huge monumental structural below that. And that was a huge challenge for me. You can see the fall of the terrain, the drops. That was a huge challenge. First of all, getting the site level and then building the foundations. And the foundations from the ground level are like some area is 3 or 4 meters above ground level. So that was a big challenge, really was, yeah.
I see a lot of concrete being used, as I mentioned earlier. But now, when you look at it, you don't believe there is concrete at all. You have masked everything so beautiful with plants.
That was definitely a challenge because what I wanted to do, I wanted to bring the jungle and the jungle species of plants and trees into the resort to make you feel as if villas or pavilions are floating on a sea of vegetation. So that took a long time, and also the retaining walls, make sure they get nice and mossy and green. So you can see a lot of species. Looking down here, a lot of bananas and bamboos, tree ferns. These are all indigenous to the valley here. So the whole idea is basically that these are pavilions floating on a sea of vegetation.
What are you going to show me next in this magical place, John?
Let's go, okay?
Sure. John, I've heard a lot about this pool and I've always wanted to visit this place and see how it looks like. But as soon as I saw this is definitely an architectural masterpiece, John. I want to know how this whole process of building this pool was done. I'm definitely sure this was a very challenging task.
It certainly was. I mean, I can't take responsibility or full responsibility. I did the landscaping, but it was a number of people. It was like Gordon Shaw, Popo Danis, structural engineer, and myself. So it was a huge feat. And you can imagine the foundations because we're at this level. So the foundations are going way, way down. And my idea, I wanted to like have it floating on a sea of vegetation.
What might be the depth of this each pool, John? I can see there are two infinity edges, up and down.
Yeah, so the main pool is 120, and then this pool is a little bit less. That's
Yeah, I
all I
can
did.
see that when you stand on the cliff of this pool, you can see the entire tropical vegetation all around you, and it's such a serene feeling.
From this spot, you can see all the resort on this side and this side. Okay, they need to trim a little bit of the trees, but this was the point where the land actually protruded out, and you get a whole panoramic view of everything, and the temple, Balinese temple in the distance.
John, you have used different stones. The texture is so different. The finishes are so different in this pool. Are they all indigenous to Bali?
They're all indigenous to Indonesia. So here we have sandstone from the area of Yogyakarta, and then we go into the Candi stone, and that is a volcanic stone from the east of Bali and the slopes of Gunung Agung. And as we get into the center area, that's the Sukabumi, which is a kind of quartzite. We've mixed that with andesite stones, so it gives a little bit of texture and color, yeah? And on the outside, then we have the andesite, very smooth andesite stone to give that slithering water effect.
I have used Sukuvumi stone in my projects in India as well, John, and that's my favorite natural stone to use in the pool.
Yeah, it gives a beautiful color, and depending on the light, it changes. It's such a nice color, stone. I've been using it for years. It's definitely one of my favorite stones.
Great. What's the story behind this bridge, John?
The bridge is basically to connect one side of the river to the other side of the river, and also we have some springs. Well, you see down here these little springs. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
natural springs from the earth. The Balinese would have actually originally come down to the river and fill these water jars, and they would use this water for drinking.
Interesting. John, what's on the other side of this stream, John? I see these beautiful structures. What are these structures?
Okay, this is all about bringing the experience to the guests. I mean, you can get a massage here, and after the massage, there's a bathroom behind there. You can soak in the bathtub.
Lovely, John.
Above that, you have the yoga shala, and so the guests can come down and do yoga in the early morning. And you see the way it's sitting on a sea of vegetation.
I love the way you have integrated seamlessly the tropical landscape and these beautiful structures, John. It's fantastic.
Thanks, but I gotta thank nature for that as well. I mean, I've planted the species, but nature has just made it all happen.
Wonderful. Nothing is possible without the support of nature.
Absolutely.
So many indigenous trees and plants here, John. Look at this beautiful orchid. This is my favorite one.
Yeah, this is really nice. This is what they call anggrek cinta, which in Indonesian means the love orchid, which is Phalaenopsis. And it's really, it's a beautiful one, you know. It's the anggrek Phalaenopsis. Also comes in a white shade. Over here, oh, well, you know this.
Oh, can I taste it?
No, I'd be careful, you know, because This is the dumb cane. So if you eat this, your whole mouth will swell up, and that's why it's called the dumb cane.
Oh, wow. Okay. The heliconia.
Oh, heliconia, yeah. Heliconia
Wow.
distrata.
Lovely, lovely,
This is
lovely.
really nice. I mean, it's actually even nicer.
Beautiful.
Yeah, if they're in a big grouping, yeah. This is another heliconia here.
Yeah.
So this is an upright form, and then that one is a cascading form. This is beehive, heliconia beehive. And here, and this is a great trading plant.
Yeah. This is my favorite,
Yeah.
John. You can trail it on any pergolas,
Exactly, and there's a very
any
nice
walls. Yeah.
purple one as well. And yeah, you can see Love Lies Bleeding here.
Yeah.
You know, which I think is really nice.
I like the way you have done the whole mound here to avoid soil erosion.
So we had a huge challenge to hide the foundations of the buildings. I love these tree ferns. You see these big tree ferns here?
Yeah.
I mean, they're really beautiful, and they're indigenous.
Oh, I see cashew.
That's right.
Wow.
You see cashew, yeah. So we have fruit interspersed all the way through the site. Yeah, let's go and explore another area now.
Yep. Nature is beautiful, but when we design in nature, it becomes spectacular. This is Suraj signing off from the world's most fascinating landscape paradise, the Hanging Gardens of Bali. I'll see you in the next episode of The Legends of Landscape. Until next time, cheers.